Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. How are you doing today? Welcome to the path of peace. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the trials of life and in need of a reminder of Allah's mercy? Or perhaps you've sat down to recite the Quran and found certain chapters that instantly touch your heart in ways that words cannot explain? Among those chapters, Surah Ar-Rahman stands as one of the most powerful reminders of Allah's infinite generosity and compassion. Known by scholars as the Bride of the Quran, this chapter is unique, not only for its eloquence but also for the way it directly engages us with the repeated question, then which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? This surah was revealed in Medina according to many scholars, though some narrations suggest parts of it were revealed in Makkah. It is the 55th surah of the Quran and consists of 78 verses, each filled with divine wisdom. Its name, Ar-Rahman, means the most merciful, highlighting one of the most beautiful and comprehensive names of Allah. The surah is a declaration of Allah's mercy upon humanity and the jinn, reminding both creations of the countless blessings they receive daily. Today in this episode, we will take a deep journey into understanding the benefits of reciting Surah Ar-Rahman. We will explore what the classical scholars have said, how it spiritually uplifts the heart, its role in healing, its impact on gratitude, and how it brings peace in our personal and social lives. Let us begin this journey together with sincerity and reflection, asking Allah to make this surah a source of guidance, mercy, and healing for us all. The power of Surah Ar-Rahman. Before diving into the specific benefits, we must first appreciate the nature of this surah itself. Unlike many other chapters of the Quran, Surah Ar-Rahman speaks in a style that is almost poetic. The rhythm, repetition, and flow of verses move the listener deeply, even those who do not understand Arabic. Scholars have noted that its repeated refrain, "Then which of the favors of your Lord will you deny?" is meant as a dialogue, reminding mankind and jinn of their blessings and holding them accountable for their response. Imam al-Qurtubi, in his famous tafsir, mentions that this repetition serves not merely as emphasis, but as a form of divine questioning. It is as though Allah is directly addressing every heart, urging it to reflect, accept, and admit His mercy. Each blessing mentioned, whether it be the sun, the moon, the rivers, the fruits, or the vast heavens, comes back to the central reminder: will you deny these favors, or will you acknowledge them with gratitude? Spiritual benefits of reciting Surah Ar-Rahman. Strengthening gratitude. The most direct spiritual benefit of reciting Surah Ar-Rahman is that it builds deep gratitude in the heart. Each time we encounter the verse, "Then which of the favors of your Lord will you deny?" we are reminded to count our blessings. Often in life, we focus on what we lack rather than what we already have. This surah gently pulls us back to recognizing Allah's mercy in everything from the smallest drop of water to the vast oceans, from our health to our sustenance. The constant reminder pushes us to live as grateful servants. A soothing of the heart. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, taught us that the Quran is a cure for what is in the hearts. Surah Ar-Rahman is particularly powerful for calming anxiety and stress. Its verses, when recited with focus, bring a rhythmic calmness to the heart. Many Muslims find that playing or reciting this surah before sleep eases the mind and helps them rest peacefully. Scholars like Ibn Kathir have also mentioned in tafsir that the beauty of Surah Ar-Rahman lies in its reminder that Allah's mercy encompasses everything, which reassures the believer in times of hardship. Closeness to Allah. Reciting Surah Ar-Rahman consistently allows the believer to feel closer to Allah. Since the surah is a declaration of divine blessings, each recitation is an acknowledgement of Allah's generosity. When the believer acknowledges blessings, Allah increases them. As mentioned in the Quran, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. But if you deny, indeed, my punishment is severe." Quran 14-7. Thus, Surah Ar-Rahman is a practical way to live out this verse, strengthening our bond with Allah through gratitude and remembrance. Healing benefits of Surah Ar-Rahman. One of the most fascinating aspects of Surah Ar-Rahman is its connection with healing. The Quran itself is described as a cure, and we send down in the Quran that which is healing and mercy for the believers. Quran 17-82. Over the years, many scholars and Muslim physicians have noted that reciting Surah Ar-Rahman has healing effects, both spiritual and physical. There are reports from various communities where patients suffering from severe illnesses found relief through listening to or reciting Surah Ar-Rahman. Its rhythmic verses have a calming, almost therapeutic effect, reducing stress and boosting hope, which itself plays a huge role in recovery. A famous narration attributed to Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq mentions that Surah Ar-Rahman is a source of healing for the sick, especially when recited with sincerity and trust in Allah, though not from Sahih Hadith. Scholars of tafsir and healing traditions have encouraged believers to use Surah Ar-Rahman in Ruqya, spiritual healing, alongside authentic supplications from the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Social benefits of Surah Ar-Rahman when recited and reflected upon regularly. Surah Ar-Rahman has the power to transform not only individuals but also communities. Humility. The surah reminds us that all blessings, wealth, power, and health belong solely to Allah. This creates humility, preventing arrogance. When people internalize the message of Surah Ar-Rahman, they become less attached to material pride and more focused on living with kindness and justice. Encouraging justice. The surah mentions balance and justice in creation, such as, "And the heaven he raised and imposed the balance, that you not transgress within the balance, and establish weight in justice and do not make deficient the balance." Quran 55-7-9. This verse highlights the principle of fairness in dealings, whether in trade, relationships, or governance. Reciting and reflecting on these verses nurtures a community grounded in fairness and ethics, strengthening family bonds. Many families recite Surah Ar-Rahman together in their homes. The shared recitation not only invites barakah, blessing, into the household but also strengthens emotional bonds between family members. Listening together to its verses brings a shared tranquility that enhances family unity. Emotional and psychological benefits. Modern studies in psychology and neuroscience have observed that rhythmic recitation, especially in Arabic, can reduce stress and calm the nervous system. Surah Ar-Rahman, with its repetitive structure, is uniquely soothing. Believers often testify that listening to this surah in difficult moments reduces feelings of despair and fills the heart with hope. Furthermore, the repeated reminders of Allah's favors shift the focus of the mind from negativity to positivity. Instead of drowning in complaints about what is missing, the believer begins to notice blessings everywhere. This is a powerful psychological transformation, aligning with the prophetic teaching that true wealth is contentment of the heart. The Day of Judgment and Surah Ar-Rahman. One of the most powerful sections of Surah Ar-Rahman is where it describes the Day of Judgment in vivid detail. Allah reminds us that on that day, both humans and jinn will be held accountable, and none can escape his authority. By reciting these verses, the believer is reminded of the reality of the hereafter and the urgent need to prepare for it. The surah beautifully concludes with descriptions of paradise, portraying the unimaginable rewards awaiting the righteous. Gardens beneath which rivers flow, adorned with fruits, reclining on couches, and companionship all are described in a way that motivates the believer to strive harder for the hereafter. Reciting Surah Ar-Rahman regularly keeps these realities fresh in the mind, ensuring that the believer does not get lost in the distractions of this world. Practical ways to benefit from Surah Ar-Rahman. Recite it daily, especially after Fajr or before sleep, for spiritual peace. Play its recitation in your home to invite tranquility and barakah. Use it as part of Ruqya for healing, combined with authentic supplications. Teach it to your children, ensuring they grow up with its message of gratitude and mercy. Reflect on its meanings by reading tafsir alongside recitation, so its lessons go deeper into the heart. Dear viewers, Surah Ar-Rahman is a surah of mercy, healing, reflection, and spiritual transformation. By making it part of our daily routine, we unlock countless blessings, both in this world and the hereafter. Its verses remind us of Allah's generosity, soothe our hearts in times of hardship, and prepare us for the eternal life to come. It is a chapter that speaks directly to the soul, urging it to acknowledge Allah's favors and live a life of gratitude, humility, and justice. So let us take a pledge today to recite Surah Ar-Rahman regularly, reflect on its verses, and allow its message to transform our lives. And may Allah Ar-Rahman, the Most Merciful, shower His mercy upon us and make us among those who are grateful, obedient, and hopeful in His infinite grace. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more Islamic content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.